the Eagles 13-2, and Saints are just over 2 hours away from a critical Week 17 matchup that will affect both the postseason and the NFL draft for both teams. New Orleans, 6-9, needs a win to stay in the NFC South race, while Philadelphia can claim the NFC East and home field advantage during the playoffs. With Jalen Hurts now ruled out and 2 other critical players out with injuries, here are 3 reasons to worry on Sunday. Eagles close to sustained offensive efficiency. The Saints rushed 73 times for 286 yards and 2 touchdowns over Atlanta and Cleveland. Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill scored touchdowns in the Browns' win, and that's likely the game plan at Lincoln Financial Field on Sunday. Kamara has 1 passes for 167 yards and a touchdown in 2 games. The Pro Bowl defensive back caught 4 passes for 7 yards. New Orleans is mixing with Andy Dalton and Chris Olave, but the formula for success lies in the rushing attack. Philadelphia needs to get Miles Sanders and the rushing attack to relieve pressure on quarterback Gardner Minshew. New Orleans has not scored 20 points in 6 straight games. The Saints' defense has played well enough to win in the second half of the season, and they enter Sunday's game confident they won't have to face quarterback Jalen Hurts, who is 2-0 against NFC South foes since joining in the league in 2020. Marshawn Lattimore is questionable for the game, and his return would make an already sparse defense much more versatile. The Eagles, 13-2, need just 1 more win to gain home field advantage in the playoffs. Winning is tough in the NFL, and a loss to the Saints would force Philadelphia into a Week 18 game against the Giants, who could be in the postseason. With Saturday's win over the Eagles, the Cowboys kept their very slim chances of winning both the division and the conference alive. Dallas would win the NFC East if beats Washington in Week 18 and Philadelphia loses to New Orleans in Week 17 and loses to the New York Giants in Week 18. More crazy things and suffering happened outside of the NFC East. To the Saints would give the Vikings a shot at the number 1 seed. For a team that desperately needs a first-round bye and a starter to rest, Philadelphia can't afford to go into a playoff losing streak or a wild-card opponent after the league's best record of the time in season.